Are you a broke ass YouTuber still wondering why your YouTube channel isn't making any money? You're making all this amazing content, but you're still mega broke? Well, welcome back to my channel where we talk about how to actually make real money from YouTube instead of posting videos like a damn charity worker. Look, I have a channel with 1 million subscribers and I make multiple six figures per month from YouTube. So I know what I'm talking about. And I'm about to drop the #1 thing that's making you poor on this platform. You want to know the absolute most important thing to make your YouTube channel profitable? It's not your fancy camera, it's not your editing, it's not even your content. Well, kinda. It's how you monetize your content. Getting people to watch your videos is the easy part, and most people can't even do that. But getting YouTube to pay you what you're actually worth and turning those views into real money that changes your life, that's the hard part. But here's the thing, most of you are leaving 90% of your potential revenue on the table. I see creators with 100K subscribers living on ramen noodles, while others with 5,000 subscribers or even less are buying a new house every month. And the difference? They're not making these 5 stupid monetization mistakes. And in this video, I'm gonna break down a monetization strategy that's been forgotten since everyone started chasing views like crack addicts. And this is a skill set that absolutely no one is teaching on YouTube education except for me. I'm the only source of information on the entire internet you have. Because it seems like I'm the only YouTube coach that actually started a successful YouTube channel before they started teaching people. I got my channel to over 1 million subscribers. And I know what you're thinking. I don't have time to implement complex monetization strategies, or I already have a business. YouTube can't take away from other parts of my life, but that's exactly why you need to watch this whole video. I'm gonna show you how to make more money while creating less content. So if you're tired of working your ass off for pennies while watching other creators cash in, then stick around. Because I guarantee by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your channel isn't making money and exactly how to fix it. So let's get into these 5 monetization mistakes that are keeping you broke right now, right after you gently tap that like button for the evil YouTube algorithm. Let's jump in. All right, so mistake #1 is making content that YouTube thinks is absolute garbage. So you think you're being clever with your faceless AI automation bullshit channels? Those fake ass Reddit stories where some husband catches his wife, mailman? YouTube sees right through that garbage, okay? It's AI, totally fabricated, made up bullshit, okay? And I've had friends making 50 grand a month from these channels suddenly drop to nothing because YouTube finally realized that they were pumping out low quality AI generated trash. And don't even get me started on political content. Unless you're specifically building a political channel, keep that shit out of your videos. No one wants to get lectured to, okay? It's a fucking minefield that will get you demonetized faster than you can say cancel culture. And here's another thing. Entertainment content is worthless for making real money, unless you're at the absolute top. Sure, it gets views, but the AdSense is absolute dog shit. It's like $1 per 1,000 views compared to $10 to $20 per 1,000 views for educational content. And it's ridiculously hard to sell stuff with entertainment content, whereas with educational content, you can make like 100 times more than AdSense. But Shane, Mr. Beast makes entertainment content and he's the richest YouTuber. Yeah, and unless you're willing to become a fucking content god with level 99 YouTube skills, don't even try to compete. You'll just end up broke and depressed. So make content that actually solves problems for people with actual money. That's how you make shit work. Right? I keep on seeing people on Twitter complaining that YouTube's demonetizing them or shadow banning them, et cetera, et cetera. And usually these are these faceless AI automation YouTube guys that still live in their mom's basement and they got Cheeto dust all over their fingers and they're crying on Twitter, right? And of course, these guys are making absolute slop content. They're just mass uploading. They're spamming the internet with their absolute shit AI generated slop brain rot content. And so of course they're gonna get demonetized by YouTube because YouTube is a business. They want people that come onto their platform to have a good experience at the end of the day. And so am I saying you can't use AI to make your content? No, you absolutely can and should be using AI to make your content, but you need to make sure that it's actually valuable. And it's way easier to make money with educational content because you can sell products and services on top of your channel that you can make 10, even 100 times more with. Whereas with education content, you're gonna be making most of your money from AdSense, maybe if you're lucky sponsorships, and it's almost impossible to sell something. So don't do that shit, all right? Mistake #2, not turning on monetization because you're being a pussy. Oh, I don't want to annoy viewers with my ads. Shut the fuck up. YouTube is a business. They make money from ads. If you don't turn on monetization, why the hell would they push your content? They won't, and I've tested this shit out. I've literally seen channels with monetization on get double or even triple the views of similar channels with monetization off. It's not even close. And you business owners thinking, oh, you're being slick by not annoying your potential clients, you're shooting yourself in the fucking foot. YouTube will bury your content and no one will see it anyways. Think about it from YouTube's perspective. Why would they promote content that doesn't make them money? They're owned by Google, one of the biggest money-making machines on the planet. They're not a charity. Not only should you turn on monetization, but you should be maxing that shit out. I put ad breaks every 90 to 180 seconds in my videos on my main channel. And when I started doing this, my AdSense doubled and my views doubled as well. And no, your video won't be nothing but ads, right? YouTube doesn't actually show all of those ad breaks. They just have more options for when to show them. And this makes YouTube more money, which makes them push your content more. It's not rocket science, people. It's basic fucking business. So stop being a little bitch and turn on all of your monetization options. And YouTube and your bank account will thank me later. Yeah, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I'm sorry, guys, but I got a rant today because these are the mistakes I see all the time. Mistake number 3, making the wrong types of content. Entertainment content is for losers, unless you're willing to become like a level 99 of YouTube skill, right? Imagine like this was RuneScape and you're level 99 out of 99 on YouTube, okay? That's what you gotta do to be competitive if you wanna compete against Mr. Beast. Because if you're trying to make entertainment content, that's who your content is gonna be going up against. Mr. Beast, who spends like $5–10 million on every video, okay? And let's be real, you're probably sitting at like a level 12 right now. So educational content is where the real money is, the real easy money. Why? Because you're solving actual problems for people with actual money. With entertainment, viewers see you as a dancing clown. With education, they see you as an authority that they can trust and buy from. But what about Mr. Beast? What about PewDiePie? What about Ryan's toy reviews? Are you kidding me? You think you can compete with these gods of content? These people have mastered their craft. They're the top 0.001% of creators. Now, for the rest of us mere mortals who don't want to spend years perfecting our craft, educational content is the way to go. And there's 2 types of educational content. One, mass market. This is where it's educational content, but you make it a little bit entertaining so it appeals to a mass market of people. Now, this typically still needs like, let's just say a level 60 to 80 out of 99 skill set, okay? Niche content, you only need to be like level 10 or 20 out of 100 skill level. In fact, I literally just talked on the phone last night with one of my clients, and all they're doing is re-uploading their webinars. They do these webinars every month for like 100 people, and they just re-upload those webinars on YouTube. And of course, it's a very niche audience. They're targeting CEOs and business owners. So they just re-upload these webinars on YouTube, and they're getting clients left and right by doing that. Why? Because it's niche content. They're solving a specific problem for a specific market of people who actually has money. And mass market is like how to start a business. You know, it's broad as just about everybody out there wants to start a business. Niche is like what I'm doing right now. How to make money on YouTube specifically for business owners. How to treat YouTube like a business. It's specific as hell. Okay, so niche content is way easier to succeed with. You don't need fancy production. You don't need to be a charismatic god. You just need to know your shit and solve specific problems, right? Who wants to spend $5 million on a YouTube video, right? I don't think you want to do that. And if you want to compete with Mr. Beast, that's what you got to do. So stop trying to be the next Mr. Beast and start being an expert in your little corner of the internet. Your bank account will thank you later. All right, I'm getting a freaking migraine talking about these because there's so many people out there doing this shit, right? Mistake number 4 is not capturing customer contact info. Can't freaking believe that so many people are doing this. And with this one, I'm definitely talking to the younger version of myself because this mistake cost me millions of dollars. I'm not exaggerating. I got to 300,000 subscribers before I started taking email marketing seriously. I could have had a list of at least 100,000 people by then. And you know how much an email is worth? It's about $1 per subscriber per month. That's $100,000 a month that I left on the table because I thought I knew better than decades of marketing data and every marketing expert out in the world, right? Email marketing has a 40x ROI. That means for every dollar that you spend on it, you get 40 back. It's like a fucking money printer, okay? You need a lead magnet. A lead magnet is, some type of valuable piece of content that you put in your description, and they have to give you their email in order to access that valuable piece of content. So just as an example, I have flowcharts that explain literally all of my YouTube philosophies, and you can access those flowcharts by clicking the link down in the description and the pinned comment below. But in order to do that, you have to give me your email, and that will sign you up to my newsletter where I will send you even more valuable information. Now, generally speaking, good lead magnets are going to solve something valuable, and usually they just solve one specific problem. So in my case, I basically give these flowcharts where they're kind of like SOPs essentially. So that solves the problem of organization on YouTube and not knowing what the next step is. But here's where most people f up. They make these massive ultimate guides that nobody has time to consume. So try to make your lead magnets short and easy to consume, not long and comprehensive. Right? Nobody wants a 20-hour course as a lead magnet. They want something they can use in 30 minutes that gives them a quick win. Now, I made this mistake for years. I literally thought, people don't check their emails anymore. I don't buy stuff from email, so others don't either. Dead wrong. Email marketing is still the most powerful tool in your arsenal. It's like having a button that you can press whenever you need money. It's literally like a freaking money printer, okay? So do you want to pay for a $5,000 vacation? Great. If you have an email list, you can just send an email. Need to make an extra $10,000 this month? Great, send another f***ing email, okay? So stop being an idiot and start building your email list today. Your future self will thank you when you're not broke as shit. Now, mistake number 5 is only monetizing through AdSense like a fucking brokey. If you're only making money from AdSense, you're leaving 90%, maybe even 99% of your potential income on the table. Let me break it down for you. If you're making $1,000 from YouTube AdSense, you should be making a minimum of $3,000 to $10,000 per month with back-end monetization. And usually it's a lot more than that. Sometimes people will make literally 100 to 300 times more than they make from AdSense. Just to give you a few examples of some of my clients. I've got one client who gets 100 to 200 views per video. He made $2 million last year. I got another client who gets about 500 to 1,000 views per video. He made over $10 million last year, okay? So affiliate marketing is decent. This is one good way of monetizing, and I do like affiliate marketing because it's so passive. There's this kid, Thomas Gannett, for instance. This is like a 21-year-old kid making over $100,000 a month promoting Go High Level as an affiliate. Not bad. But the real money, high ticket offers, okay? This is the best way by far to make money. So this is basically anything that's like $3,000 and above. And think about it this way. With low ticket products, you're a general practitioner helping lots of people a tiny little bit, right? Someone has a little sniffle in their nose, you give them a prescription, okay? With high ticket, you're like a brain surgeon. You help a few people, but you help them in a massive way. You're literally saving their life, okay? So I did an audit of YouTube channels that publicly revealed their income. And the results were fucking clear, right? Because I wondered about this myself. There's all this hype about low ticket. You got all these companies starting up like School and WAP. And they're trying to push low ticket memberships on people. And the results were incredibly clear after I did this study. High ticket plus niche content equals money printer. Boyd Cluess, for instance, he's making about $9,000 per 1,000 views with only 164,000 views per month. That's about 5,000 views a day. But he's selling high ticket products in a niche market, and that means he's making $1.5 million a month. Meanwhile, Andre Gique gets 8 million views a month, but he makes less per view because he's selling low ticket and affiliate products. So he's still making pretty good money, a few $100,000 a month, but he's getting 8 million views. Then you got Kevin, who's making $2 million a month, but he's posting like 10 fucking videos a day, and he's getting 20 million views a month. The man is a fucking machine. Then, on the other hand, you got people like Charlie Morgan making $1 million a month, posting twice a week with only 113,000 views per month, because he's selling a $10,000 high ticket product. Now, I had one of these clients who bought into the whole low and medium ticket and living like a passive income lifestyle, and he got stuck at around $30,000 for literally years. And within 6 weeks of switching to high ticket, he was making over $200,000 a month. And that's basically the only change we made. Everything else was basically the same. We just switched from low and medium ticket to high ticket, and he nearly 10x'd his revenue. So stop being a brokey and start selling high ticket offers. Now, if you want to stop making these stupid mistakes, check out my free training in the description, like I said below. It's basically like an SOP. It'll show you everything you need to do step by step. Or if you're someone that's cash rich and time poor, book a call down in the description and the pinned comment below with me or my team, and we'll see if your YouTube idea is worth a damn or if you're just wasting your time. Now go watch this other video YouTube thinks you should see. Peace out.